And welcome back to the Australian Lacrosse Network. Game number 2 on day 3. We have Queensland against South Australia as the two teams just start to take to the field. And we've got Queensland already out there as we see the officials just looking splendid in their black and white as South Australia now take the field. Dan Filippa out of the 0-0s for an MVP performance, wearing number 12 again. Must have found his jersey in the wash somewhere and gets to wear it properly today. Although the 0-0 worked in his MVP performance yesterday. And Spilkin in there, up against Seacamp. Good work there. Ball comes down. Coyne, Green, and Semler. Sub off. SA with the first possession here. Lock comes on. Has Carter just coming off the bench as well as Filippa heads off. Carter on this right-hand side. Finds Twisk. Twisky to Mathwin. Mathwin got a couple yesterday. Good movement here already by South Australia. Lock just couldn't quite keep that in the stick. Carter, good set peel. That's come off the keeper, so that'll be a reset. And Queensland pick the ball up through Underwood. And ball turning over. Green looking to get down and pick it up. Had Carter there, but Green going with the momentum of the ball. Just couldn't quite get it in the stick. And now Lawrence. So Ma fires the ball up and over. Time runs out. And Queensland with their first opportunity in offense. Not able to take it. Dallison gets the ball there from Clothier. Has Twisk on his left-hand side. Twist. No one comes to him. And Nathan Twist says, well, if you don't want to come to me, I'll send the ball down there. And Twisky with the first one for South Australia. Just defense didn't push out to him. And Nathan Twisk doesn't need more than an invitation in that. And he gets his first of the game. And we are back into the centre. Ball here. Now, Winnan, little BTB. Fires the ball up and over. Carter just using his voice there. Carter picks the ball up. Great pick up there from Carter. Now back up the top. Finds Carter again. Looks inside. Just couldn't quite find the man there. And now Winnan fires. Hits the keeper. Ball to be won. Carter wins it back. Reset on the clock. And Carter has Lock up top middle. And now just working for a good shot here. Winnan looks to come around, looks to fire, fires, hits the keeper. Another save there for the keeper. And ball picked up by Mortimer Underwood. And ball comes back. So, Queensland into attack. Luke Spivey with the ball. Looks to get inside. Not there. Ball up the top. Oh, from downtown goes Ethan Ma. And Ethan Ma beating the keeper there for South Australia. Sort of out of nothing, really. But Ethan Ma gets the first one for Queensland from downtown. And just pretty happy with that from the white line. So 1-1 here. South Australia up against Queensland. Ball in the middle. Green flicks the ball forward. Now ball to be won. Is won. South Australia with the ball in the stick. Anthony Green. the ball over to Nathan Twist. Jesse Winnan. Winnan looks to get down. Nice inside look there to Green. Green couldn't quite handle it the first time. It does the second. Back over here to Carter. Carter looks up the top to Winnan. Winnan now looks to fire. Looks inside. Nice little pass there to Carter. And Carter with a little dip and dunk. No pace on that whatsoever. Puts it over the top left-hand shoulder of the goalkeeper in there, and Jasper Adderley. And Anson Carter on the board with a 4 km/h shot, just over the top shoulder. So 2 goals to 1 here, South Australia, 11 minutes to go. Anthony Green again, nice pick up there from Greenie. And Seacamp has the ball on the outer side. Mathwin comes on. Ollie Kernigan looks to get inside. Oh, great hit and ball trick there. Mathwin didn't see the ball on the outer side. And Kernahan went hard, but Mathwin had the ball. Everyone was looking at him, and Mathwin popped that one behind. Great hidden ball trick there from Mathwin. So ball picked up by Dallison. As Winnan comes on and Twisk comes on. 3-1 ball game. Twisk, Dallison looking to work this left-hand side now. Locke steps up into the top centre. Looks down the bottom. Carter again. Just finding his range there from about 1.5 metres out. And Carter gets his second. And I'm sure Anson will love feeds on the crease like that, able to just put it behind. Carter gets his second. South Australia with their fourth. And good team lacrosse at the moment here from South Australia in their offensive end. Ball to be won. Comes out the back. Falepa, just a little bit of a body there. Good work there from Dan Falepa. And now, ball one in the stick. Close. Just gets knocked over. And Chris Close. And we've got a penalty coming here. And that will be going the way of Tom Seacamp. Push for in the rear there. 2 minutes on Seacamp. So Queensland with a power play opportunity here with 5 minutes nearly gone in the first. Ball up the top there to Ma. Ma already got one from out there. Has another go. Clothier looks up. Green. All he needs to do is pick it up in his stick and he can try and have a goal. That one goes up and over the top. And Michael Green not quite able to finish that one. Just got away from him on this surface. Managed to pick it up in the right in the offense. But now Mortimer Underwood picks it back over there to Sampare. He lets the ball go. Sampare now picks it up. Ball comes out. His opponent, number 8, he's got Falepa with him. Dan Falepa, a good, smart finisher he is. And Dan Falepa on the break gets the assist there from Michael Green after some good defence. And Dan Falepa gets his first of the day. And he got a couple yesterday, did Dan Falepa. Gets his first today. 5 on the board for South Australia. Ball back into the centre. Coyne with the face-off. Now to be picked up. Cam Semler to Anthony Green. Anthony Green has Ollie Kernigan on with Hamish Mathwin. They just ran that little hidden ball trick before. Are they going to try and do it again here? Good work together, both of them. Mathwin looks to cock to shoot. Not there. Now Kernigan on the backside. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. needs to just let the ball go. Time runs out on the shot clock. And Ollie Kernaghan and Hamish Mathman looking to create a bit of a partnership together there on this right-hand side. Jackson Sampare gets the ball. Sampare now has Billows in front of him. Looks on this left-hand side. Finds Luke Spivey. And ball comes out of the stick there of the goal scorer. Now coming down the other way as the keeper will pick that one up. Adderley looks to pop it up and over. As a bit of pressure comes on there from Seacamp as he's been released from the box. Oh, Filippa just steps through 1, 2, 3. Filippa heading down and he finishes another one. Dan Filippa leaving off where he was yesterday. 2 goals to Dan Filippa in concession there. And they have 6 now, South Australia. Did a great job to get through the pressure on that outer wall near the box side. And 8.5 minutes to go. As the face-offs get set here. South Australia flick the ball out. And it has gone red as Jack Higgins gets the ground ball. But ball will be given up to Anson Carter. Anson Carter looking to do some work with Ollie Kernaghan. Now Twisk with Locke on that left-hand side. Back to Carter. Carter inside there. Finds Twisk. Twisk, nice low shot, but good save there from Adderley. Adderley looks up. Looks deep into their offensive. Finds Honeyfield. Ball not quite taken. And the money man, he's off to the bank. Is Anthony Coyne, gets down and fires. Good save there from the keeper. And it's on his back leg. And good save from Jasper Adderley as the money man was looking to make a deposit in the back of the cage there. But shut out by Adderley in the cage for Queensland. Nichols has the ball back to Sampare. Sampare back to the goal scorer. And now outlet comes. Just up and over the head there of Mathman. And the goalie to goalie. Now kicks it back there to Mortimer Underwood. Looks to... there's a big couple of lads there in height. Clothier and Mortimer Underwood. Ma just gives the ball up. Semler looks over, finds Mathman. Anthony Green comes on as Seacamp looks to sub. Dallison also comes on with Twisk and Winnan. So Twisk has the ball. Again, looking to work this left-hand side with Dallo. Mathman, Winnan. Broken stick there. Just getting through is Jesse Winnan. Ball up and over the head. And time will run out. And again, this game gets expensive when you start breaking poles everywhere. And Chris Close there. Just taking the last 4 inches off the bottom of his stick there. Ball out to Sampare. Sampare. Good pressure there from Filippa. Now the ball rolls to the other side. Good inside step. And just a shot clock beating Cornett there. Certainly had the step on him. As Dan Filippa carries that ball out of the defensive end. Nathan Twisk, Winnan. Just flicks it over to Carter. To Locke. Looks in the bottom corner. Kernaghan with a great cut there. That's good team lacrosse from South Australia. Really moving that ball well. And the cutters coming through. And Ollie Kernigan getting his first. And good movement by the SA offense. So they get 7 here in the first, 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Close has got the spare stick. Looks over the other side, finds Ma. Ma to Horgan. Horgan just can't quite get the shot off. Ball, good pressure there from Seacamp. Now, great check. Into the crease he goes. And ball will turn over here as Spivey gets into the crease. And just turned straight over there from Green. Was expecting his teammate to go to a different spot. Spivey. Or Spivey. Looks to shoot. Just hits Greeny. Just a little bit of a tenderizer there. That one's gone well wide. Ball for Wapper. Looks to get the ball forward. It's one shot had, and that one's missed everything, and shot clock will run out. Ball will be dropped on the ground. And now they can go. Mathwin looks to break, but numbers here for Queensland in the defensive end. As waiting for the defender to come off. Winnan looks to step in. Can't give him that much space. And good pressure there from Winnan. Oh, great work from Mathwin. Ball comes back up the top. Winnan again with the ball. Looks to move it over to Dallison. Dallison has Twisk in front of him. Dallison steps inside. Ball down the back. Little dip and dunk there. All clear goes Mathwin. And South Australia just starting to put the offensive pedal down. And Mathwin goes a little bit of air there from behind and gets his second of the quarter. And South Australia out to an 8-1 lead. A legal procedure there. You can't touch the face-off players when they're in contest. So South Australia will win that. Carter to Winnan. Good pick in there. Nice little inside roll there to Carter. Carter gets number 3. And just starting to find some space in there is Anson Carter. And a good feed there from Jesse Winnan off that little inside roll there to Carter for his third. Hat-trick early in the first. And 3 minutes 27 left to go. We've got a 9-1 ball game. Ball on the ground. Now picked up by Cole Billows. Billows looks to run through the pressure. Does run through the pressure. Gets a little bit more there from close. Now Patrick Gray has the ball. Good back up there from Gray with Billows. Ball over to Green. Green to Ollie Kernigan. Looks the inside roll. Now up to Dallison. Dallison has Mathwin up top centre. Gives it. Little give and go there. Not there. Just took his eyes off the ball. Ball inside there. Green back to Kernigan. Ball knocked down. Queensland with an opportunity to run it out. They do that through Honeyfield. Honeyfield has some speed. Honeyfield just missing the cage. And South Australia down there in numbers in defence. Looks back up. Ball comes the other way. Seacamp has Winnan inside. Decides to just hold the ball up. Create a settled offence. And Locke now at pace. Gives it over to Carter. Winnan wants it in the crease. Carter, nice feed there from Carter to Winnan. Just couldn't quite finish it. Looks to shut it down. Locke, he does shut it down. With a possession in the middle. Carter, little BTB. Winnan, little dip and dunk. As that looked like it went in the cage. That looked like it came off the back as Winnan. That one definitely goes in the cage and Winnan comes from behind. The first one looked like it rattled the net in the back of the cage, but wasn't to be. Not called. And Winnan backs it back up and gets his first of the game. And just starting to make this scoreline a little ugly at the moment in the first quarter. Gray in there, up against Spilkin. Now, a little inside pass, good shot there. But ball will turn over. Mortimer Underwood. After that shot of Nichols. Oh, just dropping his stick there as Nige Wapper, unusual. Green to pick the ball up, take some pressure, but Green again has the ball. And now just needs to get it up and over the centre for Lepper. They got a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 now, 3-on-2, but Green pops it back up as a little push there on Wapper. Kernigan, BTB pass there to Mathwin, just looking to work together there. Nice inside, good look to Locke there from Mathwin. And Eben Locke gets his first of the game, number 11 for South Australia. It is all the ones on the scoreboard, 11-1. And a good look there from Mathwin with that feed to Locke. But good work off ball there from Ollie Kernigan. With 1 minute to go in the first term. It is an 11-1 ball game. If you're joining us on the Australian Lacrosse Network, you're just joining us. Well, Queensland, they were 1-1, and it's been South Australia from that point. They've scored the last 10 unanswered goals of this quarter. And that has just on 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball in the stick of Spivey. Good check there. There's a bit of love on there. Good stick in lanes there from Filippa. Took that one with his own stick. Now the release finds Clothier down. All Clothier has to do is finish, and he does that. And just manoeuvres the goal back so it's easy to get the ball out of there. And good work there from Clothier, but exceptional work down there from Filippa to take that shot. Look up, find the outlet. And Zach Clothier getting his first of the game. A 12-1 ball game. 25.6 seconds left in the first term. And that's going to be a white ball. That will go to the way of Spilkin. Spilkin, Winnan, he just intercepted that. And Winnan just being asked the question. He says that there's a handball there, but it was he's wearing a penalty here. So a 2-minute penalty for an unsportsmanlike holding the ball. Said that he handled the ball there. That one's come off the shirt of the player, and the official was behind him, so he didn't see that. It may have looked like that, but certainly wasn't. So Winnan will sit in for 2 minutes. Now ball on the bottom corner, and firing there is Lincoln Horgan, who gets one in a power play there for Queensland with 0.8 of a second left on the clock. There won't be a... will not be any time here for another score. As Horgan, and ball comes out as time runs out. 12-2 is the scoreline here in the first quarter. Well, it was South Australia who got away to the opening goal, and that was through Nathan Twisk. And then up the top here, we saw Marr just firing from downtown, and he came off with a bit of a smile on his face. Then it was Anson Carter just looking inside, little dip and dunk. He started 1 of 3 for his quarter. And then we had Hamish Mathwin, looked outside, found the hole. And then it was Anson Carter again. This little one inside. Looked inside. His man just steps off him, and Carter, that one over the right-hand shoulder. The first one over the left-hand shoulder. Falepa looked inside. Great pass there from Green. And Falepa put that one away. And back-to-back goals here for Dan Falepa. This one, all individual, gets away from a couple of players. Took some work. And Dan Falepa gets his second of the quarter. And then Ollie Kernigan, he found himself cutting through the middle there and finishing well. And then it was Hamish Mathman. As Dallison looked, a little one up and over. Not watching there was the keeper or the defence. And then Carter again got his third. Little one off. Just cannot give him any space in there, Anson Carter. And then Jesse Winnan thought that he had popped one away just before that, but wasn't to be. Found him down the back corner. And then Eben Locke. Great through pass here from Mathwan. Found him on the back corner. And then it was the outlet here. Falepa looks up, finds Clothier down the ground. All he had to do was finish, and did that through the 5-hole and rearranged the goals in the meantime. And then it was a turnover, and Horgan got the ball coming around on that left-hand corner, fired, put it away. And that is 12-2 at the end of the first quarter. South Australia went on a 10-0 run after 1-all early. And looking to really put some scoreboard pressure here and play that good team lacrosse that they showed against Victoria yesterday. Victoria just too strong in the end with an 8-2 last quarter. Got them over the line in the clash last night. So at quarter time, and just a legal procedure there. White not ready. So South Australia didn't even have to take it to the money man. And he gets a face-off win. Carter has Dallison looking to move inside. Good little inside picks and rolls. Dallison steps inside. Nice inside finish. And a bit of air there. No, says he's in the crease. And did not quite agree with that, did Dan Falepa. But the official right on the spot. And now Close will bring the ball out. And sub, ball dispossessed on the deck here. Ball to be won. Is one. Seacamp in the right place at the right time. Uses the long legs to get down the field. Looks the cutter coming on. Twist. Decides not to go to the cage. And now South Australia through Locke will look to set up a good offensive set. Carter already with 3. Nice inside fire, but good save there from Adderley. Went the 5-hole. And now Jackson Bybee gets on the field. Looking to be a goal scorer out there, Jackson. Spivey looks inside, not there. Ball to be won, is won. The money man looks to pick it up. And the ball is dispossessed. And the coin dispossessed there by Cornett. Cornett has the money man chasing him, pushing, and that's up and over. Good take there. Now back up the top. Close, looks inside, fires, not there. Sands that was. Now Winnan on the break. He's got one in front of him and decides to settle the ball. Winnan draws a crowd. Carter with Locke. Down the bottom corner, Dallison looks to go inside and under, but finds his own man there. Looks back. And coming down the other way there is Sands. Yep. Sands with Green. Just protecting the ball. Green just showing still with it, Sands. Ball back up to Ethan Marr. Now with Sampare. Looks to get a shot off here. Does Horgan. Horgan fires. Good save there from Williams. And Wapper now has the ball. Nige Wapper has Mathwin coming on off the bench. Mathwin. Up to Carter. Carter round to Twist. Twist down the bottom of the Lock. Lock looks to run off that pick. Ball comes the other side. Great inside look and good finish. Carter with a good assist there, and Nathan Twisk getting the finish. And that is the first goal of the second quarter. Carter finding Nathan Twisk, and the goalie couldn't do much there. There was a whole lot of bodies in front of him. Would have been screened from that shot. And the ball will find its way back into the centre with 11:47 to go. You are on the Australian Lacrosse Network. I am Tony Watts as Dan Filippa tiptoes the white line on the halfway line. And if you want to get involved, send us a message. Get us on Instagram at TonyWatts71. Send us a message. We'll try to get to as many as we can as Winnan looks to send a message. Lock. And a reset had on the clock there. Nice work there from Dallison, and moving pick on the bottom there on Lock. So Queensland will get the ball, and they will turn it over. And Luke Spivey has Mortimer Underwood to his left. Now ball to Ma. Ma, he got one from out here before. He's got two. Ethan Ma has found his shooting range, and that is just behind the white restraining line. 2 from out downtown. And I'll tell you what, mark that spot with a bit of chalk, because Ethan Ma, that is definitely his spot. So the third goal for Queensland. Ball comes back and out of the centre. Down here to Filippa. Filippa has Carter. Carter being chased there by Nick Lawrence. Back to Mathwin. Mathwin, good pace. Now on. Oh, nice inside look. Tink, tink, tink off the bar it goes. From the shot of Lock. Ball reset. Now back up the top to Carter. Carter, Mathwin looks to come off right. Looks inside, not there. Carter tries to find Kernigan. Now there's a little off-ball push there from Kernigan. And Queensland carry the ball out through Chris Close. Luke Spivey takes it on the left-hand side. He has Sampare up the top. Oh, downtown, shots flying in from outside, probably 15 metres here for Queensland. And Luke Spivey says, well, Ethan Ma, if you can shoot from out there, I reckon I can too. And Luke Spivey gets his first of the game, 2 from downtown. And Williams, I think he'd like to have both of those back. So, ball back in the centre. Contest to be had. Queensland get on the ball first, but lose the ball. Now ball is up and over. Ball comes out the back. Seacamp working hard. And Seacamp just letting Jackson know there that he is around. Ball down the bottom corner. Finds Ma. Ma looks across, didn't quite find the cutter there. Penalty on the play, and penalty is going to be assessed. So 35, so that will be Seacamp. Will sit for this one. Might have been for the high one here on the outer side. So holding for 2 minutes, Tom Seacamp. So South Australia in the penalty box Currently leading 13-4 here with 9:25 to go in the second term. Ma, that's his shooting spot. You can't let him shoot from there. He's already got 2. And he's going to just continue to let the cannon go from out there. Gets a bit closer. It's probably a bit too close for him at 6 metres. Now back over. Ma again. Wapper. The defense back up. That's just nailed the defender. And now here's the long legs here of Clothier. He went one-on-one with the keeper before, does it again, and this time finds the 5-hole. Zach Clothier gets his second of the game. As they are still in a man-down situation here at South Australia. But 2-all ball game in the second quarter, or 2 goals each, I should say, but South Australia currently leading 14-4, but penalty on the play. So ball out the back. Good work there from Filippo. He's got 1 on 3. Now he gets some help there from Green. Ball to be won. Great pick up there from Green. And needs it. Just good work up on that centre line there from Michael Green. And Filippo gives the ball down to Mathwin, down in the bottom corner. Winnan, top middle. Winnan looks to go past one. Does get past one. Looks to the opposite side. Looks for twist. Now Mathwin comes up high. Ball down the back. Little feed there, but gets knocked down. And the time clock runs out. Jesse Winnan just trying to find the player on the crease there. And the ball goes down the back, picked up by Queensland in the stick of Sampare. Sampare looks to get around. Ma now has the ball. Over to Luke Spivey. Or Spivey. Now that gets knocked down. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Need a shot here. Does get a shot, but Filippo shuts the hole. And now Filippo on the race after that ball as Queensland send out their defensive unit. So Filippo. Now, ball back up here with Green. Green finds Mathwin. Penalty released. Twisk, top middle. Ball over to Green. Sub comes on. Lefty. Lock. Looks to run through. Now. Tries a little flip back. Anthony Green with the ball. Fires. Good save there from the keeper. Ball to be won. Winnan just wears a big check there. Does close. Now Winnan. Little dip and dunk and gets that one in the back of the net. And finds the ground there. Close and Winnan. Little slow to get up here. So Jesse Winnan is just down on his haunches behind the cage there. And has not got up off his haunches yet. Just got tangled up after that goal there with Chris Close. And Close. And he's just trying to get to his feet as Winnan. Just might have got rattled there. Maybe just landed wrong. But Winnan gets another one here. So player has so Winnan will have to sit out for a whole play here as they have taken off. So ball. Ball to be won. Filippo. Filippo picks the ball up. Looks down the bottom corner. Nice little BTB there. BTB to BTB. Mathwin. Filippo. Just looking at some party tricks. Looks to try the one over the back. Now Mathwin has Carter. Carter has Dallison on the left-hand side. Dallison steps in, gets one high, and doesn't matter. Dallison puts it off that left-hand pipe and rattles into the back of the cage. And Dallison getting his first of the day. And that is number 16 for South Australia. And we've got a 16-4 ball game with 6:16 left on the clock. All the 16s going on. Ball back into the centre. Comes out. Good work there. Mortimer Underwood couldn't quite take the ball there. Ball down on the bottom corner. Good work there from Falepa. Little wrap around. Not to be. Crease infringement. And Falepa now works his stick as looks to tip. Gets a bit of a pen, but a penalty going to be on the play here. And that will go in the way of Dan Falepa. So South Australia will sit in the box. Ma fires, shoots, not there. Ball to be one on the ground, is picked up. One up the top. And as Falepa will drop the ball, and Falepa will head to the box for a slash. So Dan Falepa heading off to the penalty box there for a slash for 2 minutes to have a think about his actions. 5 minutes left in the second term. Currently on the Australian Lacrosse Network, it is SA 16, Queensland 4, but penalty here for South Australia puts Queensland into a power play. Spivey doesn't. Picked up by Higgins. Higgins pushes it forward. Oh, another one to Clothier. He's got 2 from 2. Great trail check there from Ethan Ma. He thought he had a third coming up there, Zach Clothier, but not to be. Kernaghan on, winning. Seems to be okay from that last bit of a hit. Fires. Oh, Kernaghan with the backup there. Jesse Winnan who want the assist for that, but Ollie Kernaghan just right place, right time. And Kernaghan gets the 17th for South Australia and 5th of the quarter, and he gets his 2nd of the game. So ball has time out here. Called, and South Australia still sitting with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the penalty box on Dan Falepa. So they will still be a man down for a minute of the 4 that are remaining. It's good work there from Ollie Kernaghan to just get this bit of that scrap ball off the shot from Winnan and manage to put it away. And makes the most of that opportunity. As Adderley just heads back to the cage for Queensland. And we see Spilkin back in the middle up against Seacamp. So the 33 v the 35. And about to be set. Ball into the middle. Ball to be won. Seacamp tries to head in, get in there. Nice pick up there. Great pick up from Honeyfield. Honeyfield tries to find Ma. Ma has Mortimer Underwood, decides to go deeper down there to Jackson Sampare. Sampare. Mortimer Underwood. Back to Sampare. Looks to shoot that, and that's gone in there. Jackson Sampare. He gets his first of the game. And Sampare, well, the 5th goal scorer for Queensland. Five individual goal scorers for Queensland so far, with 3 minutes left on the clock here. Nathan Twisk just wears one into the board. Seacamp just working against Mortimer Underwood. Just got to let him move. The two boys just rubber balls. Nice take there from Twisk. Kernigan with the ball, tries the hidden ball trick again. Not there. Mathwin. Kernigan rolls inside. Locke fires and Locke scores. Just gave too much of that right-hand pipe there. Did the keeper. And right behind that shot of Evan Locke we were. And South Australia out to an 18-5 lead here with 2 minutes to go in the second term. So high-scoring game. Ball now. Great work there from Maher. Ethan Maher looks inside. Couldn't quite find his teammate there in Cornett. Dallison picks the ball up from the defensive end. Has Dan Filippa. Dan Filippa looks up. Fires. Oh, he's got Twist all by himself. And Twist, no defender to speak of near him. And Nathan Twist, he's not going to get any easier way to goal than that today. And Twisky gets his third of the game. South Australia out to 19. So a 7-goal to 3 quarter so far. And is it done yet? Twisk again picks the ball up. Has 2. Doesn't mind a bit of pressure, does Twisk. As the ball is down on the ground. Winnan has Carter the opposite side. Nice cut there from Kernigan. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 46 in the game clock. Winnan fires, hits the keeper. Ball comes out. Oh, that's come straight out to Locke. And a reset on the clock. Ball up to Carter. Kernigan looks inside, gets the ball back. Kernigan, nice save. Now the ball is on the deck. Carter picks the ball back up. Another reset. Ball on the bottom corner. Winnan again. Winnan for the third time. And Jesse Winnan puts one in the back of the cage with the clock running down. And running clock here. We'll see us head towards the half as it goes there. South Australia, through that last goal of Jesse Winnan, are out to a 20-5 lead here at half-time. And just some good lacrosse out there all around. South Australia's offense really doing the damage there. And you can just see here on the replays, that was to Twisk off of Carter. And then came down the other end. And Maher again, that's his shooting space, just outside that white line. Gets his second of the day. And back-to-back goals here, as Luke Spivey from downtown as well. He said, Ethan, if you can do it, I can do it. And then Clothier, well, he put the big motors on there with those long legs and got down, and that was his second fast man break. And then it was Jesse Winnan from behind, and then just got one in the ribs. It might have been a bit of, took the wind out of his sails there. Ball back up the top, finds Dallison, and Dallison made his way through. And then it was Ollie Kernigan. Looked inside, and the ball shot came off from Winnan there. Kernigan just got the scraps and put it in, and then ball back the other way. Saw Sampare bury one, and he liked that work. And then it was Evan Locke. Locke just found himself on that left-hand side. Lots of space there. And then Twisk just coming off the bench. Not one defender to speak of. and manages to put that one away. And then Jesse Winnan right there. He had 1 shot, 2 shots, and the second one, well, that did find the back of the net. 20-5 here at half-time. We might go and have a quick break here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll see you back very soon. And welcome back here to the Australian Lacrosse Network. It is going to be second half action between South Australia and Queensland. South Australia currently leading 20-5. Might go through some goal scorers quickly for the first half. For Queensland, major goal scorer was Ethan Maher. He got 2 from downtown. Horgan with 1, Spivey with 1, and Sampare with 1. And for SA, we had Falepa with 2, Mathman with 2, Carter with 3, Clothier with 2, Dallison with 1, Kernahan with 2, Locke with 2, Twisk with 3, and Wynnum with 3. So lots of multiple goal scorers there for South Australia, but no one really, everyone around those 3 goal marks. So that tells me that they're playing very good team lacrosse at the moment and sharing the ball around quite well in that offensive end. But it is, as the sun starts to bathe the Lewer box courts here at the beautiful Altona, we see South Australia look like they're about to win the centre draw there, but couldn't be picked up by the money man. Semler flicks it back, and Seacamp will now give the ball up as Semler gives it to Mathman, Dallison, Twisk. Beautiful sunshine here at Altona. Carter looks inside, now to Mathman. Mathman looks over, finds Dallison. Great ball movement there from South Australia. Still 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Fires, and that is shot clock violation. Good shot there, but the time and shot clock had run out. And now Sampare. Higgins, Sampare, good save. As another one picked up there from Jackson Beebe. He's saw him having the lollies at halftime, so a little bit of sugar and energy happening there. Spivey looks to pick it up, doesn't. Gray, he does pick the ball up now. He's got a man forward, and here's Clothier. Clothier steps inside, decides not to go at the cage, and now subs come on. Clothier losing the ball there. And now flicks the ball up. Mathman, they can work this left-hand side. As good shot there from the number 22 of South Australia, Nathan Twisk. And he will get the goal scoring started in the second half as Twisky from top centre just puts one past the keeper. And Twisky leads all scorers for South Australia now with 4. Ball flicked out, goes straight to Cam Semler. Semler with pace. Has a man coming on the box behind, decides to give it to Carter. Carter down to Mathman. Kernigan. Locke. Over to Dallison. Dallison looks back down to Locke. Locke. Penalty is coming here on the play, and that is going to go there on Elijah Mortimer Underwood. Just flattened Hamish Mathman off ball here, and gets a push. Push, 2 minutes. So Hamish Mathman will pick the ball up, come up top middle. And South Australia with a power play. Dallison as they set right around the cage here. Locke, two behind goal unextended. Dallison over here to Kernigan. Back to Locke. Now back up to Mathman. Mathman looks to step in and create a roll. A one-hander there. Ollie Kernigan took that one out of the sky and one-handed brought it down and puts that one in the back of the net. Great take. Mathman trying the BTB. Good take. Ollie Kernigan, and he didn't like the little bit that went after that. And Kernigan gets his hat-trick for the day. Ball back into the centre. close with the ball. And man in the box here. So looking to push the ball, finds Spilkin. Spilkin does exactly that, but Spilkin hits the deck and a penalty coming here. As Dallison will find himself in the box for 2 minutes. And we will see Queensland with a power play opportunity. So ball moving around. Looks over there. There was a shot to be had there. Good save there from the keeper for South Australia. Wapper picks the ball up, takes some pressure on that outer side. Wapper played a lot of this at the highest level, has Nigel Wapper. Good hold there from Waps. Carter up to Twist, to Lock. So there'll be 4 on 5 here. The ball comes off the defender's foot and just wearing that one there was Fletcher Raymond. Now Lock with a reset. Up to Twisk. So they've set wide. Little bounce pass down the bottom to Carter. Anson Carter looks inside, finds Lock. Good quick stick shot there. Ball comes through. Great work there from Twisk. Mathwin sets high and wide. Now Carter looking to create space. Little BTB pass, not there. Finds Dallison. Dallison fires up, out and over. And there's one for the crowd as it trickles out behind us in the commentary box. 30 seconds left in that penalty for South Australia. As Ethan Maher has the ball. Kicks it over there to Jackson Sampare. Sampare to Spivey. And ball shut down. 1-1 is one there. As Semler finds it in his stick. Semler just unfooting the defender there with a good step. As Bailey Nichols just found the turf. Twisk, penalty released. 8 minutes and 12 to go on the clock. Inside, Kernigan finds another one there from Carter, another assist. And Ollie Kernigan gets his 4th of the game and back-to-back goals for South Australia. As a nice little take inside there. But a good feed there from Carter. And another good team goal for South Australia. 23-5 it is. Ball comes out. Green now flicks the ball down. One over to the other side. As Falepa scores, and Dan Falepa gets a hat-trick for the day. But good work there by Michael Green to get the ball out of there and push it down, but great through look. Again, Green picks the ball up. Ball one over the opposite side there. Finds Falepa again. Almost a carbon copy of the last play, but this time deciding that they're going to come off. Kernigan has the ball. Looks to come up top side. Kernigan just misses Lock. Lock turns around, picks the ball back up. Kernigan still in the middle here as dip and dunk there from Mathwin. No defender on that side. And Hamish Mathwin gets his hat-trick for the day. And just a bit of air Mathwin there from behind. As he gets his hat-trick as well. A legal procedure there from South Australia, which gives Queensland the ball. Spivey. Spivey has the ball up the top. Oh, sets a good off-ball pick there without the stick there close. Spivey looking for someone. Filippa loses his glove. And now the ball down the back corner. Good pick up there as in and out. And Clothier up against Mortimer Underwood. Fires it up. Good back up there from Ethan Marr. Actually, that was Bailey Nichols. Nichols has the ball. Good take there. Down low from Sampare. Sampare up to Mortimer Underwood. Ball to be won. The money man looking to do some work. Oh, good hit there from Queensland as the money man steps in, and we have a penalty here. As we'll see, I think that's Bailey Nichols heading to the box as Luke Keesing puts him in there. Unsportsmanlike. So unsportsmanlike for 2 minutes there. And ball comes over to Mathman. Mathman, Kernigan. Down here to Carter, back to Mathman. Looking to step in, not there. And we've got a moving pick in the middle. So ball will turn over. And Queensland take the ball out. Through Nathan Honeyfield. Honeyfield, Jackson Beebe. Bobby getting pressure there from South Australia. There's two in the box. Oh, Clothier just steps up and says, Jackson, have a little bit of that as the ball comes out, and that'll be a penalty here. It'll be a Queensland penalty, and that is going to be a hold on Zach Clothier as Jackson just finds his way back to the box. 2 minutes hold there. And two penalties in the box. 50 seconds on one, 2 minutes on the other. South Australia. Sorry, one penalty all. So 4 on 4 out there at the moment. Now, stepping down. Good save there. Great save. South Australia looking to come off the back of that good save. Dallison with the ball. Dallison over to Carter. Carter looks inside. Kernigan again. Tink, tink, tink. And that's a player off the bar. They're going to have to stop that as the ball goals will have to be reset. As not only did the ball go tink, 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 so did Ollie Kernigan. Went tink, tink, tink off the bar. Ball makes a much bigger sound than that. So ball with Carter. Carter, Kernigan looks up. Not quite there. Now ball. Comes out through Close. Close. Looks to turn around on his right. Fires, and Chris Close puts one away for Queensland. And they get their first of the third term. And Close gets his first of the game. And we've got a 25-6 goal ball game with 1:33 left in the third term. So ball comes out. Good pace there. Gets past three. Continues to run down. Lawrence looks inside and gets hit there, and a penalty coming, and gets a push call there And South Australia on the wrong end of the penalties here at the moment. They're on the right end of the scoreboard, just the wrong end of the penalty calls. As Seacamp, no, that's Semler finding his way into the box that time for a push. 2 minutes. And another power play here for Queensland. 46 seconds left in the quarter. Ball over there to Ma. Ma down on the bottom corner. Good shot there from Horgan. Horgan back to Ma. Ma fires. Spivey on the bottom corner. Has Horgan still there. Looks across. Good pick off there from Clothier. And an opportunity here they do have. Green just needs to get it in his stick. Not going to be. Kernigan follows him down. And ball comes back up the top. Anson Carter just barking the instructions there. 6 seconds left in the game clock. Oh, Carter gets a laser and rattles the cookie jar up on the top left corner. Does Carter to finish the quarter. And the cookie jar is still just rattling up there. And Carter gets his 4th of the game. And it is 26 goals to 6. And South Australia dominant in this contest. And South Australia starting there. Kernigan getting the goal. And then that was a great pass over there to Falepa. And then it was going back the other way, close. Looks to get back around on his right-hand side and just finessed it into the top left-hand corner. And then Mathwin found himself, and that was Carter, sorry, from downtown, a 26-6 ball game into the third quarter. And as the boys have a break, I'm going to have a quick break here too, and we'll be back very shortly on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And back to fourth quarter action here. South Australia still in the penalty box with 1:13 to go on that penalty to Cam Semler. So South Australia will be playing 4 against 5 here. But they are currently leading 26-6 on the scoreboard with 15 minutes left in this contest as the penalty box gates get shut. And Seacamp up against Spilkin in this centre draw. And a break there from Wapper. It's the fast twitch muscles of Nige Wapper that get you sometimes. And the ball will have to start from the centre. Jackson Bybee has Luke Spivey. Spivey fires. Tink, tink, tink off the bar. Wapper gets the ball, looks up, fires down, finds Clothier. Clothier, there's a 2-on-1 here, but Twist trying to sneak out the back. Now Carter comes on. Clothier comes off. Mathwin subs in. And Kernigan. Oh, Carter finds Mathwin, and Mathwin just finesses it into the bottom corner. And Mathwin starts the scoring here in the fourth for South Australia. And Hamish Mathwin gets the 27th goal of the game and his fourth for the game. And South Australia in the first minute and 13 seconds, which was what was left on that penalty, end up scoring. So even numbers, good save there from the outside shot. He's got a couple from there today, Ma. And ball turns over, comes back, Locke fires and puts that one wide as well. As Locke gets his hat trick for the day. And Locke now joins a numerous amount of players on 3 goals. So 28-6 at the moment. Ball to be won for Leper, puts the body on, allows Dallison to collect the ball. Dallison goes behind the cage, looks up, looks for an outlet, finds that outlet there in Twisk. Twist, little BTB, back to Dallison. Dallison looks to come topside to shoot, does find topside to shoot. That one's come off. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Need to win the ball. One there by Queensland. Coming down is Sands. Sands looks to go. Sands fires and wears a little bit of pressure afterward. But Lucas Sands gets one for Queensland in the fourth quarter. Sands gets the 7th for Queensland. As he opens his scoring for this game. As Queensland just getting their box right to make sure they've got enough players on the field. Ball back in the centre. Seacamp nearly went. Jackson Bybee looks to pick the ball up. Body work. Now it has been picked up. Good work there from Elliot Cornett. Cornett looks to feed Close in the middle. Close looks to pick it up. Gets pickpocketed there by Mathwin. Mathwin looks over. No one there. Kernigan still with the ball. And now good work there as ball comes down the other way. Dip and dunk, and 2 in a row here as Sampare gets his 2nd of the game. And just starting to make the scoreboard tick over here, Queensland. Sampare with his 2nd of the day. And Queensland now 28-8. Green wins the ball. As Spilkin just said he might have jumped then, sir. But didn't see. Kernigan with the ball. Looks to get in. Carter coming over to set a little pick. Inside roll. Does inside roll. Finds Close. Oh, BTB pass there to be won. Ball up in the air. Won by Queensland. Doesn't see him coming from behind. Dallison dispossesses. And good pick up there from Eben Locke. Now Carter back to Dallison. Shot clock reset. Dallison looks to fire. That one's over. Locke with a quick stick. Ball fires out in front. There's a reset on the clock again for South Australia. Kernigan finds Locke in the centre. Good save again there from the keeper in Adderley. Adderley, money man, just coming off. There's no deposits down that other end, says Anthony Coyne. Twisk, BTB pass, back to Dallison. Nice cut there from Kernigan. Kernigan looks to come up and over. Twist, fires. Oh, that's just nailed the defender in the ankle. Show no pain, he says. Just show no pain, he says, as Lawrence comes off and takes some fire there, protecting his goalie. And a reset on the clock. Mathwin looks inside. Kernaghan again. Just couldn't quite finish that one. And ball picked up by Twist. Twist down to Lock. Lock looks inside. Dallison, a swift little pass. Ball to be won. Ball is up. Kernaghan, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball back down to Mathwin. Mathwin steps inside. Looks back over. Twist looks to shoot. Now Kernaghan fires. Tink, tink, tink off the bar. It goes as Spilkin picks the ball up. Close. Looks up. Fires. Can't get past Semler. Semler. And South Australia get another reset on the clock with 8:20 to go. Carter. Up against. Carter looks inside, looks to go himself. Now fires the other side, finds Lock on the bottom corner. Mortimer Underwood looks up, only goes as far as Twist. Twist has Dallison in the middle, but finds Carter up the top. Lock now by himself. And one will open up potentially on that bottom corner. He's just firing the ball there, was Dallow. And all he did was manage to hit Hamish Mathwin down in the bottom corner. So Higgins. Now, ball over. Clothier. And they have numbers here to Queensland in the defensive end, so South Australia will just settle it down. Carter with the ball. Carter looks to step in. Good little pass, just not able to be taken there from Mathwin. Back up the top, Lock needs a shot, gets a shot. Ball is a reset here. Twisky opens up. Lock could be the next man. No one coming to Lock. Looks down, finds Kernaghan. Kernaghan, little BTB. Tink, tink, tink off the bar it goes. As Carter looks to do some work there. I don't know who that's come off of actually. As deemed to have come off a red stick. So Queensland will take the ball down in the back corner. As the Queensland defence gets a well-earned rest. Horgan, and we've got a whistle on the clock. We've got a timeout here. Charged to Queensland with 6:32 to go in the fourth. As a 28-8 ball game here sees South Australia and Queensland in this last quarter with 2 goals apiece. So evening up the last quarter at the moment, these two sides. And Queensland just taking some time to get a bit of rest into the boys after a big set of defence there. And utilising the timeouts that they have to just get some water on board. And they will enjoy this couple of minutes of rest. And goalie's just changing sticks here. As might have a big hole in the bottom of that one there. As we see Connor McGee in the cage for South Australia. As his opposition keeper, Jasper Adley, heads back to his cage. And Queensland in offense here will have to come up and get the ball. And Sampare, who has 2 goals today, will take possession of the ball. And South Australia, and they're 5-on-5. But Queensland using that timeout. Jackson to Spivey. Spivey looks over. Semler can't quite pick the ball up. Now Spivey looks to fire. That one goes wide. Now touched over. Comes straight back into the stick of Spivey. Spivey just finds McGee, and McGee looks up, finds Gray. Gray looks forward. Good there, work there to Lock. Lock finishes, and Paddy Gray with an assist on the game. Gets one and finds Eben Lock down on the bottom corner. And Locke, back-to-back goals for South Australia. He gets his 4th of the game. And South Australia out to a 29-8 lead. 5.5 to go in the 4th. Ball on the deck. Ball to be picked up. Now Coyne. Good work there. A moving pick is charged to Tom Seecamp there, just coming in to help out his Reds teammate in Anthony Coyne, but a moving pick, illegal. And Spivey will take the ball on the left-hand side, up against Falepa. Ball comes up to Ma. Ma in his shooting spot. Does fire this time, can't get it past McGee. And now Falepa looks up, fires the ball down deep as the Reds were coming on, but good shutdown there from Queensland in their defensive end. And Locke brings the ball high. Over to Carter. Carter, Kernigan, no one on him in the centre. Oh, tink, tink, tink off the bar. The bounce shot rattles the top bar as Underwood gets dispossessed. Carter. I say Kernigan had a massive amount of space there. Nice little chicken wing there. Good work there from Twisk. Down to Dallison. Dallison looks inside. And pressure there. And ball coming back the other way. Queensland decide not to attack the cage through Honeyfield. Honeyfield with the ball on Spivey. Good work there from Horgan to hold possession. He has Sampare as the just works his way through. Good save there from the keeper. Ball flicked out, and now ball will come forward. Green. But Twist decides that we'll let the subs come on. Mathwin and Anson Carter just in the right place at the right time there. Twisk. Carter. Great look down, look inside. Twist can't quite handle that ball. Carter does. Now, Dallison with a sweet cut there. Comes across the face. Good feed from Carter. And Dallison gets his 2nd of the game. And South Australia, well, they've hit the 30 mark. So 30-8 here with 2 minutes 40 to go in the 4th. South Australia really starting to extend this scoreline. And here you go. Gets the ball down to Mathwin. Mathwin looks in. Kernigan again, all by himself as Close follows him down. Dallison looks to go again. Gets his stick tied up. Twist up the top. Kernigan. Oh, nice little screen there from Kernigan. And Twisk gets another one for his tally. And Twisky gets a handful. And that is the 31st goal. Nathan Twisk's 5th. And South Australia just really taking the scoreline out. Ball down. Good work there from Queensland to win that face-off. Ma with the ground ball. Has Falepa. Now, Horgan. Horgan looks to come around as he left. Good defense. Back over here. To Ma. Ma. That looks inside. Just missing the cutter. And now, ball. Oh, good spin move there from Clothier. Clothier finds Mathwin one-handed. Carter. Has ball top right. Gives it down to Mathwin. Mathwin. Kernigan doing a power of work in there. Kernigan. Dallison again with a cut off the bench. And Will Dallison gets the second of the last quarter, 2 in the last quarter, I should say. That's 3 for the game for Dallison. And Dallo now has a hat-trick himself. 32 goals to 8. With a running clock here with 32 seconds left. And ball to be one forward. Does Seacamp. Still an opportunity here for South Australia. Pops it up and over. Finds Dan Filippa. Filippa finds the bench with Locke. 12 seconds left on the game clock. As Twisk lines up with 5 seconds to go. Finds Locke down in the bottom corner. Nice little tip there. And that might do the scoring. As Filippa picks the ball up. And South Australia run out big winners here. 32 to 8. As South Australia get down to get around their goalkeeper in Connor McGee. Williams and the sharing time in there. And South Australia, well, they put on a very interesting team offensive set there, which scored them 32 goals. But Queensland, not to be outdone, 8 goals for the day. They battled hard all day, did the Queensland boys. And they will hold their heads up very high. They will. 8 goals, and there were some really good goals amongst them. And I might go through the goal scorers there.
Can I get a shout out for back home, Victoria, BC?
And a shout out here for Elijah Mortimer Underwood for in BC. So big shout out. I'm not going to say no to a man that's twice my size, ever. So shout out back home. And goal scorers here for Queensland. Well, we had Sapari with 2, Sands with 1, Close with 1, Spivey with 1, Horgan with 1, and Ma with 2. And for South Australia, well, there were multiple goal scorers, and they were just racking them up. As we saw, Winnan had 3, Kernigan had 4, Filippa had 3, Mathwin had 3, Carter had 4. Sorry, Mathwin had 4. Locke had 4, Dallison had 3, Twisk had 5, and Clothier had 2. So a massive amount of scoring there from all teams. And it is South Australia running out winners 32-8. So they will take the chocolates in this one. And they are moving on. Queensland, well, they will get to go and have a good recovery. They will. MVPs for the game. Oh, where do you look? For me, Anson Carter was pivotal in South Australia's win. I know he ended up with, what did Carter ended up with? 4, but I reckon he ended up with about 4 and 4, so probably had 8 points. Twiski was good. And the other one for me actually did a lot of work and set up a lot of plays. Ended up with, what did he end up with? 4 himself, Ollie Kernigan. So maybe Kernigan for me in that one. And on Queensland's side, well, Spivey battled well, Sampari battled well. I liked Close's game today. Where do we go with that? Yeah, maybe Sampari for me. So we'll see what the coaches have to say here as the 2 groups come together to discuss their MVPs. And stay tuned to the Australian Lacrosse Network because I'll tell you what, this is the prelude to a couple of huge games this evening as there are 2 big men's and women's games coming up still. So stay tuned to the Australian Lacrosse Network for those. And we are great to have you on the live stream as we hand over here to Pete Mathwin.
Hey guys, thank you. I know it's tough coming down here from Queensland or from all over and playing, but we really appreciate you guys coming down, playing together as a team, really putting on a good effort. And yeah, congratulations. Your MVP for today is Lincoln.
Lincoln Horgan did a fantastic job out there, the number 12 for Queensland.
Nathan Twist.
And the MVP is Nathan, is it Twist? Twist?
So Nathan Twist getting the chocolates there with 5 goals for the SA Reds. And good job by both guys there for their respective teams. And that will tie it up here after game 2 on day 3, as we see South Australia run out big winners, 32-8. My name has been Tony Watts, and we will be back very shortly with more lacrosse action here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Until the 6 are swinging,